And welcome back. Joining us now is a mid-Missouri legend. Can we call you that? Brandon Kiley, Mizzou grad, formerly with KTGR. He hosted The Big Show with Matt Michaels all those years ago. Now he works in St. Louis for 101 ESPN. He's a contributor for Rock M Nation as well, covering the Tiger football team this season. BK, thanks so much for coming on. I'm pretty sure the last time you were on, you had a brown paper bag over your head. Is that right?
I think that was, I don't remember what that was for. I think it was Chiefs related at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And that was the pre-Patrick Mahomes era. So things are going a little better nowadays, to say the least.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be putting any paper bags over your head for the Chiefs, that's for sure. Well, let's start talking with some Mizzou football. The SEMO game yesterday pretty much went how I think everyone thought, but is there anything you can take away from a beatdown of an FCS team for the Tigers?
Yeah, I think there's a few things. The biggest thing is that they did what they were supposed to do, right? I mean, there have been moments where I think back to the Missouri State game a few years ago. Missouri allowed, I want to say it was 43 points in that game against Missouri State. That was a sign of things to come for that team. That team was not good defensively. Now, I know they gave up 28 to SEMO, and there's a lot of people that are disappointed in that, but they were dominating that game at halftime. Through three quarters, they had completely handled everything that they needed to. And then the threes and the fours got out there, and you saw, yes, Missouri does have some depth issues. And when their depth guys are in there against SEMO, doesn't really matter the opponent. They're just not at the same level that they will be 2, 3, 4 years down the road. So we learned that the depth isn't where it needs to be, but we kind of knew that beforehand. We also learned that Missouri is capable of putting up big numbers against a poor opponent. And that may sound like a small thing, but when you have the playmakers that Missouri does, that's the kind of thing you should be doing. Elijah Young looked like a stud against a lower level opponent. You saw the weapons on the outside, the speed guys, Dominic Lovett, Mookie Cooper, Chance Looper. Those guys all made plays. That's what you want to see against a lower level team like SEMO. They've got a lot more to prove this season, but they basically did exactly what we needed them to do. If you're a Missouri fan that was hopeful for this season against SEMO on Saturday.
So Mizzou is 2-1, obviously losing to Kentucky on the road. Is this season sort of met your expectations through 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. I don't think it's exceeded expectations, but I think it's been right at where I expected them to be. There's a few swing games on Missouri's schedule every year, and this year, the swing games coming in my opinion, were always going to be Kentucky, Boston College next Saturday, and then later on this season against South Carolina. It typically is the South Carolina and Kentucky games that determine the ceiling for Missouri's season, and I don't think this year's any different. This game on Saturday, though, is the one that's going to swing it from potentially being a 7-5 or a 6-6 type of a season. I think there's a lot of momentum that can come out of a game like that, and so this is maybe the single most critical week of the season, and it's coming on the road in a tough environment, but it's a pure program. This is a university, a program at Boston College that's on similar footing right now to what Missouri is. It's year 2 for their coaching staff, just as it is for Missouri's. And for the Tigers to be able to accomplish what they want to this year, you really do need to come out of this one with a win. And Vegas right now sees it as about a 2-point line in Missouri's favor.
And you mentioned that line right there. Is that surprising to you that the Tigers are favorites? I know Boston College will be without its starting quarterback, so perhaps that's maybe why that they are the favorites.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think Vegas views these teams as relatively similar at full strength. That's what the line tells me, at least. And then you go with the home crowd for Boston College that should add a little bit on their side. It's just very difficult to project because Boston College is a team that does very well on the ground, and that's something Mizzou has really struggled with, as we saw against both Kentucky and then last week at times as well against SEMO.
Definitely concerning there, and we'll see if the Tigers can shore up that rush defense moving forward. Well, moving on to baseball, the Cardinals have seemed to really shore up kind of everything. 8-game winning streak. They're 10 games above 500. BK, did you see this coming, and is there any 2011 vibes that you're feeling right now with this team?
Did I see it coming? No, man. They were terrible. Do you remember, June? It was horrible. Everybody was like, okay, it's over. It's over for this version of the Cardinals. They have to make dramatic upgrades in the offseason because what they're doing right now just isn't working. And then the deadline deals where everybody laughed at them. J-Hap, John Lester, you bring in Luis Garcia, who nobody knew anything about at the time. I looked him up on Baseball Reference, and I was like, oh, they got the Astros, Luis Garcia? That's an unbelievable trade. No, they got the dude that used to play for the Yankees. Totally different Luis Garcia. TJ McFarland, who's on, I think, his 27th team. Don't look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's true. All these guys came in, and what's crazy is they have completely stabilized the Cardinals pitching staff. And that's what's maybe the most surprising thing, Andrew, is you've got a team that had the infrastructure to be able to make it work with these veteran pitchers because of the defense that's in place, because of Yadier Molina behind the dish. And now what you're watching is a culmination of the pitching staff being stabilized, the defense living up to every expectation we had preseason, and the offense finally coming to life.
Well, BK, you've definitely proved that we don't need to put a brown paper bag over your head after this segment this year. It's always great catching up with you, and hopefully I'll see you in person sometime soon.
Absolutely. Same to you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, we'll be right back after this.